a company of creators, innovators, and collaborators. We specialize in memory-making events.
Hey, sorry. Hi, I'm Hans Carlos. Good morning. We started our company in 2000. We started our company in 2012 when we moved to Asheville for dreaming to start our own company. We came both from hospitality. I was in recreation. She was in recreation, and I was in food and beverage. So when we moved here in 2012, we took our foundation from mantelpiece work, and that's how we start our first time working on our dream, which is following all what we have.
We started the Haunted Trail in 2013.
Yeah. So our signature event is the Haunted Trail that we started in 2013. This is our activity that we kind of brought here for kids. They're looking for the next steps. Not a horror, it's just the next step from the pumpkin patch.
Awesome. And one of the cornerstones of our business is team building. And our approach to team building is we use games and activities as a common ground for coworkers to create fun shared memories. So our philosophy is people having fun together, that's where the bond is. We don't go into a lot of debriefing at the end about how it made you feel. We hope that we create a memorable enough experience that's just the conversation around the water cooler the next day. Some people get real competitive. We say you can learn more about a person in an hour of play than a lifetime of conversations. Because really your inner child comes out. So we translate this philosophy into downtown scavenger hunts. We do a lot of events where teams make charitable donations through playing. And then we also do just lawn Olympics and getting people out together to play.
As well, we do game rentals. All our games and everything else we build at our house. It's all handcrafted and safe as well. You're gonna see the pirate ship and a lot of the games is all handcrafted. All these games you can rent it for weddings or any honored activities you guys have, team building and stuff like that. About all is just to create the memories, and the tradition that we want to have with everybody else here.
All right, escape rooms. I love escape rooms. Or if you want to be fancy about it, we call them immersive interactive experiences because it's not always about escaping. We've got several of these. We have our flagship mobile escape room, the Flying Dutchman, right outside here. We also have some tabletop games like Dead Man's Chest here. We even have a team building tabletop if you want to play with a whole bunch of people. And we're hoping to expand this. We've got designs for some really innovative mobile escape rooms that we're hoping to build. And we'd love to make a permanent location at some point so we can build full-size rooms and use it as a showcase, right? So if you're interested in building a mobile room or a prop, you can come check us out and we'll work with you on design and fabrication.
Ahoy! I'm Lauren this morning, and I joined Asheville Plays in 2017 at my favorite signature event that we have, the Haunted Trail. And I have never left the company. I have very proudly worked my way up the ranks to creative director of Asheville Plays. So I'm the actor wrangler, storyboard writer, and making sure that we look awesome. I like to say that we show up with our heart and our art and looking the part. And I'm really proud of our company, not only because Erica saw a need in our community for that age group, 3 to 12 with the Haunted Trail. Last year we were able to, with Connor's help, grow our second signature event, the Winter Wonder Walk. And both of these experiences are just unlike anything you've ever seen. And while they are for children, they're also for the parents of those children. So we really are a family-oriented business. But the second part of our signature events that makes me so proud of us is our community support. I don't know if you can see that beautiful number there, 44,400 meals in 2 years with Amana Food Bank. At the Haunted Trail, it's called Boo to Hunger. Food insecurity is the scariest thing on earth. And at the Winter Wonder Walk, it's called Memories Making Meals and cookies for a cause. And before we were able to partner with Manna, we raised a bunch of money for local schools with our Ghouls for Schools programs. We love a tagline. So it just is a way to have fun and really truly support our community, which is very important to all of us on the team and our Haunt family. And on the subject of support, we proudly support our community, and I'll turn it over to Erica on how you could possibly support us.
All right, so like I said, we are a small company. We've been in the works, but since 2012, which is where we took our first class, but we've really been molding and developing and zeroing in on what works, what sustains us, what makes us happy. So that's why we really are an emerging business. Our two signature events have sponsorships of every level, and they are the funnest, most creative, I would say, personally, sponsorships you could have out there. Haunted Trail last year drew over 5,000 participants. Sponsors could be sponsoring their very own scene. Lauren made specialized commercials that play out through it. We also do comical skeleton vignettes representing businesses in the line. So a lot of exposure, but the main thing is we like to make it work for you as much as for us. So all different levels and varieties for both the Haunted Trail and the Winter Wonder Walk. We are a very vibrant company that with many growth opportunities. We stay very in tune to what's going on in trends around the nation. We attend multiple national conferences and trade shows a year so we can stay on top of it. And that's actually also where we get most of our clients from, is when we go to these national conferences. So a lot of opportunity. We'd love to discuss it further with you. And of course, if you don't have the means financially, but you like what we're about, the mission that we're in, the direction that we're headed, we always take volunteers at both of our events. So you don't have to be an actor, but you can be an actor if that inspires you. We take from festival attendance, registration, and we like to welcome everybody into our volunteer family. We give you Mellow Mushroom Dinner because they're our title sponsor. We'll give you a delicious beer if you're of age and tickets to our event, and that whole time of eating, breaking bread together, it really does create a fun family, and we are all on the same mission for the Buddha hunger or memories making meals. So that is basically where we're at as a company right now, and multifaceted is one way to explain it, but we are open for any questions you might have or ways to be your own pirate.
And after the quick Q&A, we'll take the green team first, and you'll follow me down those wonderful 3 flights of stairs.
Thank you. All right. So, is everyone okay if we stay a little later so we can get more teams through?
Absolutely. We'll stay as late as you want to play.
Let's say 10:30 to start with and see where it goes, and maybe it'll end up being 5 p.m. But we'll see where it starts. So let's take about 10 minutes for questions, and then we can get on to play. So who's got a question?
So what can we do for you?
Well, like I said, sponsorships are the easiest entry to really support us, because with that we grow our programs. We can give back to more charities, more collaborations. Volunteering is another great way, and then investing, of course.
So, of course, I know everything. I know everything about the Haunted Trail. If everyone can participate, especially small businesses, what level can they get into? In other words, I'm sure you have different packages. Not that I knew. But what's the smallest financial investment?
We do have support levels at the $250, $500 level, and that would get you in. And then we go up to our main scene sponsors are $1,500. that gets you the ability to have the comical skeleton vignette in the line where you have captured attendance, a whole slew of on-site exposure and marketing material, and then you get your very own dedicated scene. And with that scene, so for example, we had Kickback Asheville is a returning sponsor, so we have, I'll let Lauren tell about the restaurant scene.
I call it the restaurant, and it's Spaghetti Monsters. So Kickback ABL is a local food delivery service that you may be familiar with. If you're not, you should definitely download it. And so we try to theme our sponsorships as best we can, so that it's not only fun, but makes sense for your brand specifically. And there are 9 scenes left this year looking for a sponsorship. And on top of that, you get the commercial that Erica mentioned, and your logo is displayed at the Adventure Center of Asheville behind Sam's Club for the entire month of October, as well as on a table tent at Mellow Mushroom, being seen by thousands of eyeballs every single day for starting in September. So 2 months at Mellow Mushroom. And a lot of other goodies, tickets to the show. It's really fun. And then we have 3 area sponsorships that are just a slightly more doubloons, from $3,000 to $5,000, depending on which area you would pick. And that would be the Pirates Cove, which will feature the escape room and many pirate-themed games. There's also a Little Ghouls area for more like 1 to 4 for that age group, and then there is the sensory friendly night, which it's really important to us to make Halloween for everyone. We also offer this at our Winter Wonder Walk sensory friendly night, so the actors are trained how to deal with those specific needs, and if they've signed up for a sensory friendly experience, they will be given a counselor to guide them through and accommodate whatever need it is that they've let us know. Typically it's just no jumping, no screaming, and alerting that guest of what is about to happen before it does happen, so that they can experience the show without any panic.
I think the key is with these sponsorships is Haunted Trail's 11 nights, 11 active nights. Winter Wonder Walk's 7 active nights, and then throughout the month of October, like Lauren said, we're at the Adventure Center of Asheville with our banners. So that's sponsorships. Any other questions?
Yeah, thank you very much, by the way. I love your energy and what you all are doing. A couple of questions. So just to make sure, in case I didn't quite, you do programming for kids and for adults, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So what does it cost for a business to hire you all to do that for 6 or increments of 6 people?
Absolutely. So very clear, because it does get blended when we talk all ages, but that is just how we can shift easily and be appropriate for all ages. So our corporate team building has a very large menu of options. They're typically 2 hours long, or a range of 1 to 2 hours. That way we can go to a retreat or a hotel having a business meeting, come in, be their energizer, create some memories, create that common ground, and then they continue with their meetings. So we keep it short so we can fit into agendas, or we like to be the activity before dinner or before they have their cocktail hour, because that is another time where they can generate conversation. And that's the main thing we see with teams is the awkwardness or not breaking down that wall. So our cost range for those is, some of our programs are $65 a person, with at least a 10-person minimum. If it's a charitable event, so say one of ours, my 2 favorite are bike building, which you may have heard of, or the miniature golf with canned foods and box foods. So the way we do the charitable things are you play games to earn fake money to buy the donation at our fake store, and then you have an assembly time. So in 2 hours, we can create 50 bikes for children, or we can create countless pounds of food for Mana Food Bank, and we always coordinate the charity representative to speak to the activity before that. those range about $75 an hour. If you want the ship for an event in the corporate team building model, it's $1,000 an hour. That's